This is where you can swap the expression label on your super license. Each new F1 World season, you will make new fan zone choices, and when you do, your super license will default back to your chosen constructor fan zone choice.
We've got more F1 World action for you today, so welcome along, ladies and gentlemen, and pick your favourite driver to follow. So Portimao features 15 turns over the course of its 2.9-mile length. 9 are right-handers, 6 are to the left. This is a track with a lot of uphill action, which only accentuates the importance of getting those exits right, especially at turn 4, where a good line can present opportunities to pass. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Oscar Piastri lines up on pole position, and Lando Norris lines up alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have today's F1 World Challenger: Perez, Verstappen, Leclerc, Hamilton, Stroll, Fernando Alonso, Ricciardo, Russell, Tsunoda, Zhou, Hülkenberg, Bottas, Ocon, Albon, Sargent, Gasly, and Kevin Magnussen fills the last spot on the grid. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today? Lots of names on our grid for this F1 World event today, but let's focus on this driver. It's their first time in this division. Big day ahead.
Well, this could be quite a nerve-wracking time for drivers. Your surroundings are slightly different, your competitors are different, but it's important that you believe in yourself and get your elbows out. Let them know you're here to stay.
DRS now enabled. DRS enabled. You might experience some understeer now that you're in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as soon as possible. Okay, we've been given a time penalty. It will go against our finishing time at the end of the race. Get your head down and let's get it done. Mate, we're all nervous wrecks here on the pit wall. Please keep it clean. Final lap, final lap. Push, push. a bit borderline there. We're lucky to have gotten away with it. Oh, what a race and a podium finish. And you kept it clean. Amazing.
And here he comes. It's all go, go, go for Lando Norris as he takes the checker flag and wins. Our drivers are making their way out for the podium celebrations, and it's going to be McLaren picking up the winner's trophy. Congratulations to the entire team for that fantastic performance. Well, it's been glory for some, less so for others. But who knows? The tables might turn next time out. Plenty more races to come this season, so join us again. It's F1 World. We've got more F1 World action for you today. Welcome along, everybody, as we look down at our grid. Who's your driver to follow? Baku City Circuit, then. It's an unpredictable 3.7-mile track around the streets of the Azerbaijan capital. 20 turns for our drivers to navigate today, including the infamous Turn 8, one of the tightest and most challenging corners of the season. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. A fantastic effort from Charles Leclerc yesterday, and it's put him on pole. And Oscar Piastri completes the front row. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Sainz, Perez, Russell, Verstappen, Fernando Alonso, Sargent, Albon, Magnussen, Tsunoda, Hülkenberg, Stroll, Ricciardo, Norris, Bottas, Joe, Gasly, Hamilton, and Esteban Ocon lines up at the back of the grid. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track. Well, Anthony Davidson, it's a big day for them. Their first time in the division. How should they approach it?
Yeah, I mean, look, you're facing new competition, new machinery. You're trying to get your head around it all. But you have to sort of just go into it a bit more blinkered than that. and just focus on the job that you're doing, and just keep an eye on the lap times and compare yourself against yourself, the lap times you've done. Don't focus on anybody else. This is your moment, and you can learn from your own mistakes, learn what does work, what doesn't work, and you'll propel yourself forward that way.
Okay, pull the clutch in, hold it there until the start. Right, feed in the throttle, let's build the revs. Okay, clutch out, go, go, go! Mind that front wing is going to need replacing if it takes too much damage. Okay, you have a lot of front wing damage. Box for a new one. You need to slow down before hitting the corners. We don't want to get a penalty.
Sorry guys.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
Yep, sorry about that guys. It wasn't the best from me. But thanks for the hard work.
Okay, be careful with the front wing. You've taken some minor damage. Okay, you've got front wing damage. This will have a major impact on performance unless you box for a new one. Seeing major front wing damage. Box, box, box. Come on, you can win that place back.
Sorry, guys.
Oscar Piastri, take a bow. What a performance, what a win.
Well, it's never easy and straightforward to put a race like this together today, Crofty, in changeable weather conditions, but they did the best job out there. They used the information wisely and they stayed on the track. That was the most important thing.
As the winners make their way up to the podium, we've gone wheel to wheel, we've seen thrills and spills. Who knows what's coming next? It's a full house and it's a full grid as our latest F1 World event is just moments away. So have you picked your favourite driver to cheer on? It's one of the fastest races of the season here at the Circuit Gilles Villeneuve, with around 60% of this 2.7-mile circuit taken at full throttle. There are 14 corners to navigate, the very last of which has its very own infamous history and could be the cause of a safety car today. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. It's Sergio Perez on pole today, edging out.
Okay, we all know you can do this. Let's get into the top three. I'm afraid you've been given a time penalty for that last incident, mate. Okay, here. Okay, the mission for today, I've got to get into P3. P3. Okay, DRS is now available. Great work, that's a new fastest lap of the race. No need to worry about the tyre condition for now, everything's looking good. Okay, well done. That's 3 clean laps in a row. Beautiful stuff. Keep it going. Okay, final lap. Let's go. Final lap.
Nice one. Very lovely drive. On to the next one.
Yeah, I'll take that. You smashed that target. Well done.
They take the checkered flag then here in Canada in what has been another fabulous Grand Prix.
And just as a cherry on the cake, they've got the fastest lap point too. Just another one in the bag.
Our winning drivers are on their way to the podium right now. It's been a fantastic race for McLaren, that's for sure. And no doubt, they'll be celebrating tonight. So many races, so many stories. Who knows what the next chapter has in store for us all? So join
Taking on a vendor goal requires investment, in other words, cash, but the rewards are always worth it. Be aware that you can only have a certain number of vendor goals active at the same time, so pick the areas that you want to pursue carefully and look for ways to be efficient. As you play F1 World, you'll get what we call resources, and they can be used later on to engineer brand new items for your car. In this category, these are the different blueprints that you can engineer. This is the item that the blueprint will create, and these are the resources required to engineer the item. The Compendium is a celebration of all things Formula One. You earn stickers as you play F1 World. Then, any new stickers you acquire will turn up here. You've just opened a sticker. Now you need to go and stick it in. Go to an entry that you've unlocked a sticker for. Some entries will require more than one sticker. Completing
Yes, 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 guys, yes! Come on, boys!